Sir, you can't film in here.
What do you mean? I follow the law, sir, and you are law enforcement, and you're not policy enforcement.
You have an identification on you?
A driver's license?
Yes.
No.
Our higher powers asked us to have you stop recording. If you do not stop recording, we're going to have to charge you with obstruction. And then
As much as I don't want to take the ride with you guys, this sounds like something I'm probably going to have to take the ride with. Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the Pittsburg County Courthouse here in Oklahoma. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. So before we even walk inside the building, we are greeted with this unconstitutional sign here. Attention, any person wishing to make any video recordings must obtain permission before doing so. Any unauthorized videotaping is prohibited. And just to be clear, there aren't any statutes associated with this. So let's hope they don't try and enforce this unconstitutional policy, because we all know policy does not trump our constitutional rights. Alright guys, so we're just getting inside the courthouse here. We have some public notices over here to our right. We are immediately greeted with our friendly reminder that they are always recording and watching us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we record them. Let's hope that's not the case here today. Here we missed this when we walked in. We'd like to go over the directory. First floor, we have commissioners, assessor, treasurer, county clerk. As I said, we'll visit the county clerk at the end of this. And we also have the court clerk, drug court, etc.
Sir, you can't film in here.
What do you mean? Who are you?
I'm courthouse security.
Courthouse security, your name and badge number and department?
Morgan, badge number 18, Pittsburg County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, Deputy Morgan. Yeah, why wouldn't I be able to record? Is there a statute, a law against recording?
There is a sign.
Yeah, signs really don't concern me. Anybody can make a sign. I could make a sign and put it on my chest and walk around saying I can record anywhere I want. You know, that wouldn't trump the law, would it? Right? You
Just
could.
an ask from the commissioners that you get permission before you film on the courthouse grounds.
Yeah, so while I respect them trying to say that I need to ask, but I really don't respect it. But I don't listen to policy. I follow the law, sir, and you are law enforcement, and you're not policy enforcement, or you don't work at the behest of the commissioners. Commissioners can't just make law by stating something, right? Just saying that, can't wear a hat inside of the building, or certain people of certain colors, or, it's a slippery slope, right? So let's be careful about enforcing policies when you're law enforcement. Just take some pictures and video here. That's all.
Okay, what for?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm just working on a story here for the county.
Okay. All right, you have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Judge Stephen Taylor over here. So that's how you handle it, ladies and gentlemen. It goes from you cannot record inside of this building to him walking away saying, have a nice day. This is the district attorney's office here. Justice is blind, or at least it's supposed to be, right? What the balancing scales. The mission of the Oklahoma District Attorney is to protect the public through proactively advocating as ministers of justice for public safety and welfare, through educating and collaborating with communities, law enforcement, policymakers, while supporting their support staff through personnel, professional development, peer support. Pretty nice office here. Let's get some different brochures here. I'm okay, thank you. I'm fine.
Okay. Are you recording something?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay, you can't do that.
What'd you say?
You're not allowed to record without getting permission.
Why would that be?
I don't know. There's signs on the front doors.
Oh, no, I don't need any permission to record, ma'am.
Okay.
There's signs on the front doors. Like, that makes it okay. Just put a sign on the front door. I'm gonna walk around with a sign on my chest that says I'm allowed to record anywhere I want. We all know I couldn't do that, right? Couldn't go into restricted areas. Couldn't just walk behind the police department into their, offices in the restricted areas. Oh, but the sign says I could. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we have some brochures here.
How's it going, sir? Hey, did you see the sign up front? There's no filming in this building.
Who are you, sir?
I'm Deputy Furr,
Deputy Furr?
Pittsburg County Sheriff's Office.
With what sheriff's office? Excuse me.
Pittsburg County.
Pittsburg County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, there's a sign up there. Did you call the number?
No, I didn't call the number. I saw the sign. Yeah, I did see the sign when I walked in. There's no statute associated with that sign or any sort of...
It's like a courthouse law, or not law, rule or something.
A courthouse rule?
Yeah.
Do you have a rule? Do you have an order?
Huh? Say again?
Is it a rule or just a...
It's a rule for the courthouse. The judges put it in place, so... it's not illegal, but they prefer you to call. Are you with the press?
Yeah, I'm an independent journalist.
Independent? You have a press ID?
No, I don't identify myself to law enforcement unless I've broken the law. It's just what I do. It's my policy.
Okay,
my company's
do
policy.
you have an identification ID?
A driver's license?
Yes.
No, I do. I'm not going to surrender it to you at this time, only because I have a Fourth Amendment right not to, and my choice not to.
That is your right.
Yeah, I just don't want to identify.
You have a name or something?
Yo, my name is Sean. Mm-hmm.
Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last name?
Just Sean.
Just
Sean, yeah.
Just Sean, okay. It's not that you're doing anything illegal. Times these days, I'm sure you've seen the news. People get a little weird with people filming around here due to, the terrorists.
Oh, and that's why I told you my name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist, and there's a bunch of cameras that are taking my picture all over this building, so you guys know what I look like.
That's for security reasons.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't said anything. I'm not saying that you can't take my picture, but if you guys are taking my picture, you guys have everything that I've been doing in this building. There's cameras all over the building, so I'm not doing anything nefarious other than taking pictures and video. And I explained to you exactly why I'm taking the pictures and video. I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean, and I'm working on a story on the Pittsburg County here.
Okay. May I ask what the story's for?
I can't divulge the story only because it might compromise my story. It's an investigative report against investigative journalism.
Investigative journalism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's like against the courthouse itself?
Just the county in general.
Just the county?
The county in general.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
All right. Do you doing it yourself? Or?
Yeah, independent. I own my own company. That's correct.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You do well?
Yeah. Very blessed. Very fortunate.
Okay. What outlets do you post it? Like YouTube or something like that?
Yeah, all types. All kinds of outlets. Have my own website. There's
Mind if I check it out and get the name?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. At the end, before I leave, I definitely will give you that information.
Cool.
Okay, just so you could check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm curious.
Because you've been, you haven't tried to, overstep your authority in any way. You can ask for ID all you want, but I can politely decline. Only, like I said, I'm not trying to be difficult. I don't think that is difficult. I think it's just, a citizen exercising his rights is never a bad thing, especially for someone like you who took an oath to uphold those rights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So before I leave, I'll get you that information. I promise you. All right? Thanks, Deputy Furr.
Thanks, Sean.
Appreciate you.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, like I was saying, there was cameras everywhere in this building. There's a training room. So Deputy Furr, he tried his best to try and get some sort of identification, press credentials, even though, look at that beautiful view. Wow, beautiful. Anyway, distracted for a second. So he tried his best to get press credentials, even though what state or federal agency issues press credentials? Never heard of it. Tried to get driver's license, but we have nothing to hide, but my job is to exercise my constitutional rights peacefully. And that includes Fourth Amendment from unreasonable searches and seizures of my papers. So, I think Sean's good enough. Just Sean. Just Sean. Anyways, guys, we're going to take a little walk around the building. We're actually got to go to the clerk's office. Like I said, we have to go to the clerk's office before we get out of here. And then we will leave.
Hey, Sean,
Yes, sir.
can you come here and talk to me for a minute?
Yeah, no problem. What's going on?
So, our higher powers
Asked us to have you stop recording. If you do not stop recording, we're going to have to charge you with obstruction and then take
Obstruction of what?
obstruction of justice, since we're asking you to stop recording.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
Yeah, I can get that arranged, man.
Yeah, I would like to speak to the supervisor because I think you guys would be making a big mistake. I was ready to actually leave. I just have to do my open records request
I understand.
and get out of here. So, you know, now being told that I will be charged with obstruction of justice for exercising a constitutional right, it just doesn't seem like I told you who I was. I told you I'm a journalist.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I'm trying to de-escalate the situation, but I don't take too kindly to being threatened with arrest, my freedom taken from me, right? So if I could speak to a supervisor, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, we're getting in contact with one right now.
Because, like I told you, I already went through excuse me, ma'am. I already went through the entire building, and I'm here at the county clerk to do an open records request, as is my right for public information. So trespassing me from the building or obstruction of justice, that would be violating that right, deputy. And you might get it. And I listen. We had a great conversation upstairs.
Hey, Sean.
Hey,
If you're done recording and you were just about to leave anyways, that's fine. The sheriff said it'd be a while before he come talk to you. Said it'd be about an hour, but I can take down your number and he can give you a call when he's
yeah.
free.
You don't have any supervisors besides the sheriff?
I do, yes, but he's at the top. He said he would like to speak with you if anybody.
Yeah. So I was going to record and grab my open records request, as is my right for public records and documents. There is no law. I'm just letting you know. You know, I don't know if you want to call your sheriff one more time. Obstruction of justice, that doesn't apply here. You know, and as much as I don't want to take the ride with you guys, this sounds like something I'm probably going to have to take the ride with, because at the end of the day, you're violating my rights. You're violating my rights. I'm not doing anything. I'm not causing a disturbance. I'm not breaking any laws. Obstruction of what justice? What am I doing? I've been polite with both of you. I haven't done anything wrong. Huh? I gotta have to do my open records request, and then I was going to be on my way.
Okay,
but I want to speak to
with you until you finish?
you. Can that is your listen? I can't tell you where you can and cannot go. The same way I want you to respect my rights, I respect that you can. If you want to waste resources on a man with a camera that's not a danger to anybody, that's your department's decision. But as far as arresting someone for peacefully exercising their rights, that would be a big mistake by your department. And I'm telling you, I don't want you to do. I don't want to have to go through this. Go to civil court. It's just not. It's not what I came here to do. I came here to spread education on our rights, and I came here to exercise my rights. And you took an oath, both of you did, to uphold my rights and to uphold the United States Constitution. That's why I'm a little confused here. So your sheriff should really understand what he's trying to get you guys to do. Because following orders is one thing, right? Because you could say all the Nazis in Germany following orders, right? It comes to a point where, you know, your following orders is not good enough. You guys got to do better than that, you know? So I have a right to speak to a supervisor. I would like to speak to a supervisor. I don't need to speak to the sheriff of the entire county. I would like to speak to a supervisor. I'm sure it's your policy and procedure, sir, to get a supervisor here when a member of the public is requesting it. Because I want to clarify exactly obstruction of justice for what. I'm not familiar with the state statute, but I can guarantee you it does not apply here for a man peacefully. No, I'm not disturbing any business. Taking someone's freedom away from them is a serious thing. And you guys are entrusted with that authority, and it shouldn't be abused at all. This is ridiculous. And I'm just asking the supervisor to clarify, because I don't want to, if you guys arrest me right now it's on you two and whoever else supervisor. But I want to get that supervisor on camera saying, you will be arrested. All I need to have standing in court to take this to court is you will be arrested if you don't stop recording. And then I will leave the building, and there will be consequences. I guarantee you that. There will be consequences for everybody involved that tried to violate my rights here. it is illegal to willfully delay or obstruct any public officer in the discharge or attempt of discharge of his duties.
6 said the same thing that I said. It's not doing anything wrong. He's gonna call. Okay.
6 is the supervisor, correct?
Yeah, he's the sergeant.
Sergeant,
Yeah,
correct.
He's the daytime sergeant.
Yeah. I just, you guys have treated me, listen, you guys have treated me with respect. I've treated you with respect in turn. It's not personal towards you guys. I would hate to see you guys make a mistake because your name goes on the lawsuit, sir, and you lose qualified immunity and all that. You seem like a good guy. You seem like a good guy, sir. I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to lose my freedom. I want us to all leave here happy and, we're free America, freedom, right? That's it. No one's breaking the law. I'm not breaking any laws. That's not my goal here.
I'll still be able to get the information.
I promised you I will give you that information. You could check it out for sure. And then once you check it out, I promise you'll be like, oh, it's a really good thing that we did not do that.
I know.
Once you check it out, you'll be like, oh man, good thing we didn't do that. So I'm just reading for my viewers the obstruction. It is legal to willfully delay or obstruct any public officer in the discharge or attempted discharge of any of her duties. A person does not have to use physical force to be guilty of obstructing an officer. Words alone may be enough to support construction. But again, your duties is to uphold the United States Constitution. That's your number one duty, not to tell me to stop exercising a constitutionally protected activity, right? While we're waiting, I'm just going to do my public records request.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, sir.
that's up to 6. You good, man?
Okay.
Just do what open areas, public areas.
For sure.
So the courtrooms, they're no good.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Exactly.
I'm sure you do that.
Yeah, no, I don't go inside courtrooms because
Gotcha.
courtrooms are controlled by judges. They have a whole bunch of power, and I'm not dealing with a judge.
I got you.
So, unfortunately, I can't. I can't go up against a judge, as you know. So, yeah, that's on my own.
You're good to go.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna do my open records request, and then I'm getting out of here anyway. And before I leave, I'll give you that information. I promise you.
Help you, sir?
Yeah, I'm trying to do an open records request for the county.
Okay.
Usually there's a form or something. I was told you guys don't have any forms, open records request forms.
For what office?
It would be, and I guess it would be HR because I need the first, last name, and title and salary of all county employees.
I can give you the first name, the last name, and the salary because that's all our report has.
That's fine. I don't really need the title. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, it's 25 cents a page.
Okay, could you just email it to me? That'll be easier.
I can print it for you right now if you will wait a minute.
I'd rather just email.
Then I need you to give me a written request.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay?
Yeah. Do you have a request form?
No, I do not
you
have
do-
a request form. Most of them come in letter form.
Okay, so if you can
Yeah.
give me a blank piece of paper, I'll write it there.
Okay?
Thank you.
And I will need payment.
For emailing it?
It is 25 cents a page for any document.
That's because you would have to print it but
is.
emailing that's not
Open.
part of the statute.
Yes, it is. On the county clerk records, it is.
You don't have to pay for public records as long as it's not costing you anything. It's emailing. It's not costing you anything, ma'am.
You need to read the statutes concerning county clerk records.
Yeah, 25% for copies, printed copies. Correct,
No,
ma'am.
our records, there is even a statute concerning our digital records.
And those cost 25 cents.
Yes, up to, I believe, I would have to get the number.
Are you governed by state statute or county statute?
State statute.
Yeah, so I've been all over Oklahoma and
let
no
me
one's
get
ever
the
told
state
me that.
statute for that.
Sure, thank you. I have it here as well, ma'am.
I stand corrected, that's the land records only section.
Yes, I have it here as well, just in case.
Well, I don't have a problem saying that.
Of course, neither do I.
If you'll write
Sure, I
down
will.
your request
I will write down the request.
and your email address,
Yes.
and you will have it before you get probably out the door.
Thank you. I appreciate it, ma'am. I'm going to fill this out over here. Thank you.
Let's hope doing nothing.
It's a better day than it has been this week.
So that's the request. That's my name, and that's my email address.
Are any of these capitals?
No, just
All lowercase?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to make sure I got it right.
yeah.
Okay, I
You
will
just
have
email
it to
there.
you
Thank you.
shortly.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm good. You could come on. I could tell you exactly. So, as you probably know, I am a First Amendment auditor, and my channel is actually Long Island Audit.
Long Island.
Long Island Audit. You can search it up on.
Long Island?
I am from Long Island. That's correct. Yeah. So my channel is Long Island Audit. We have, and this is exactly why I didn't. You know, you treated me with respect, and I like to treat people with respect, and this is exactly why I didn't really want to. I was going to go to jail today if I had to, because that's my job, right?
My biggest thing was that
That's my job.
trying not to take the jail.
Yeah.
Did I do anything wrong?
Exactly. So I'm glad that worked out. I'm super happy it worked out that I didn't have to go to jail, but I was ready to go to jail if I needed to, because I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong. I know my rights. And, you know, most people when they get arrested, they don't have 375,000 people behind their back, right? So I do, and I'm fortunate enough, and that's why I fight for people who get unlawfully arrested, as well as I fight for myself. So that's basically it. You know, didn't really want to escalate the situation here. I did the public records request, and now I'm on my way. See, there was nothing.
She get you hooked up on that though?
Yeah, she took care of me. Yeah, she took care of me. But anyway, I'm gonna be getting out of here. Thank you, sir. It was really nice meeting you.
No problem.
You
You
stay
too,
safe
Sean.
out there. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, guys. So we're just getting out of the Pittsburg County Courthouse here in Oklahoma. Wow. So started off with the deputy trying to enforce a sign, an unconstitutional sign on the door, not associated with any statute or law. Then another deputy came up to me after I spoke with the first one, and I thought we worked everything out, and he understood that he was law enforcement, not policy enforcement. Then another deputy came up to me trying to get my identification. I told him why I was here, my first name. He did not let his ego get hurt when I refused to give him my identification, which is a good thing. A lot of times when you exercise your rights, law enforcement, their ego gets hurt and they become tyrannical. He did not. He was very, very respectful towards me. They both were. Then I come downstairs to do my open records request, and as you all know, you just saw, the two deputies tell me I will be placed under arrest, if I do not immediately cease my recording. So if I do not stop my constitutionally protected activity, I will be arrested for obstruction of justice. And I read the statute for all of you to hear and for the deputies to hear. It did not apply. We were engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. And it sounds to me like the sheriff is the one that told them, arrest him for obstruction if he does not stop recording. So shame on the sheriff if that is the case. I'll be reaching out to the sheriff for comment on that. But that's what I think happened. Thankfully, for this county, the sergeant spoke with both of his deputies and told them that I am not committing any crimes and that I was not obstructing justice, and everything worked out. But as you guys saw, I was ready to take this arrest because it's absurd to be charged with obstruction of justice for engaging in a constitutionally protected activity. I was ready to go. I just wanted them to make sure that they knew what they were doing, because we the people will hold them accountable. Either way, we need to hold that sheriff accountable for him wanting me arrested, for his ordering my arrest. We the people need to hold him accountable. That's what we're trying to do here. Spread education. We're not trying to break law. We're trying to spread education, exercise our rights peacefully, and I think we did that here successfully today. Let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.